they win this match, you gotta believe what you saw. You know what I'm saying?
I'll let them speak for themselves. Electronic's gonna get a good warning, but not enough. MUTiRiS slides straight down into main. Double kill for him. MUTiRiS comes out with a headshot, and it's looking like a sAw T-side pistol.
Yeah, that's a good tone setter right there. 2v4 from the heavens. With no bomb down means, you know, the 1% chance that the kills go their way, and well, T's aren't fragging yet. But it feels like Doomsday is upon us here for Axile. With 5 in the mag, 3 opponents, and MUTiRiS on fire. Yeah. What can go wrong for sAw? I mean, they have... Oh my god.
That can go wrong.
Oh my god.
That right there.
That's an AK gone.
That Hobbit scout shot that just...
right now.
Yeah, like, did you see this rumor that Dupree is getting scouted for Falcons?
I did.
And then someone brought up the average age would be like 30 on that team. You know? And
yeah, washed.
Dupree makes perfect sense in the role, but yeah, you have questions based on that. So the upper hit comes in, MUTiRiS still frying. Hobbit up top. Great shot from him earlier on, but everybody stays aware. And yeah, unfortunately, that is like something you want to think about, right? Like, I mean, that's something that, like, take Blitz for an example. That's the only thing he thinks about. How young can we make this team? And there's definitely something to that. I mean, like, even when Zonic had left Vitality, he said one of his calculations was the fact that when Flames came in for Dupree, he was thinking about the longevity of the roster, even though there was no problem with Dupree at that moment.
And honestly, I think that's a fair approach, right? Because if it does click, and if it does click early, you can run with it, right? Fundamentally lacking the Opper.
He's not even the best Opper on his team.
Yeah. Here comes Story.
Oh, look at that. Scout is working right now.
Yeah, so is Boomich's USP. Let's get a little weird here inside the A site. We've got 2 players for the Heaven support. Roman doing a great job of staying stuck down straight beneath so that no damage can find him. Perfecto and Hobbit and Axile all rerouting instantly over towards main. Perfecto's actually going to go... Yeah, what you up to? They're making a ton of sound. I'm surprised that they're starting to give it away with the audio. Now attention turns over towards main instead. Perfecto, you can't walk around lobby. You're going to have to get running if there's any chance at going for the retake. Sure, if you want exits, you can stick around, but there's nothing left to go for this defuse. So in the end, tip of the hat to Hobbit. Scout shots find some damage. You take the majority of the numbers down, and even these last 2 barely alive.
But Hobbit, again, those scout shots were so on point. I mean, a shot like that wouldn't surprise me.
There we go.
I think he wishes he had his gun out.
Double up inside of main. They're starting to walk out towards garage. Good headshot, but MUTiRiS instant with the AK. Boomich finds his trade. And then he gets himself a second. 3rd servings, in fact. Boomich catching another one up close. Nicely done. The IGL holding off on main to post Cloud9's first. Gun rounds make a hell of a difference. They also continue to truck along. Little tidbits of success here and there, all they need. Hobbit opens with the op kill again. Ramp player may very well be swarmed, and we're not talking fully Tech 9s, but an AK now exchanging hands. MUTiRiS gonna try to chase down Axile. Love that little tempered bit of aggression. The fallback's appropriate, the smoke grenade is perfect, and the support was right there. So a chase would have been the end of sAw as far as I'm concerned. Good thing they reroute.
So, I mean, Electronic, this still should be free, but they're literally just gonna get in a site right now.
Not entirely free. Axile stopping the bomb as it tries to jump over.
Electronic behind him.
Arrozdoce going for the plant. He gets cleared out right after. Tech 9 starts to fire off, and this may be one of those weird runs where they get the bomb plant, but not a single kill.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the backside A player was holding off towards vent, but I suppose not.
Hobbit's scared for his life.
Has a reason to be. Boomich sticks the defuse. Cloud9.
Oh, okay. They haven't even lost a match in 11? Okay, that's the difference.
They've been cleaning up.
My goodness.
Quick sprint through the squeaky door. This is the guns meant to trade out, and the trades are back and forth to perfection. Perfecto to the double. And with a bomb in front of Hobbit, I gotta say, Hobbit's not missed an op shot yet.
Yeah, he's on it right now. He's got a magnet on a scope.
Right? Perfect. Hobbit comes through, even the Tech 9 connects, but then he falls down. And as he falls down from heaven, he puts himself Like,
sorry. Sorry, so just to correct, the nuke streak is 10 in a row so far. This would be for 11.
Okay. Just the fact both those stats are the same number. That's so
crazy.
Weird. What's going on here?
Well, it is the map they always pick.
That's fair. Temp through main. We get an awkward spot for Boomich, but he slides out. And with the Perfecto spray from behind, all seems good. Nice support again, but Roman has slipped out from Hut and can make things interesting.
I think you should just be scaling around like back of the site.
But it's like, where did Boomich go, right? There was a player vent, so now it has to have been Squeaky. He's going to go hunting for Boomich, who thinks maybe he's being cheeky. Instead, he's been found out. And now the numbers advantage to the player back site means Perfecto's going to have to go big. He will get the headshot, and Story's blindsided. The numbers game. That one extra layer that Cloud9 have. We've got two players here, don't forget about it. Hobbit, support right next to him. Not often you see just two players set up this close either, so we'll see if, now that he falls back, it draws him right to Electronic. MUTiRiS not gonna check this. Who would check this?
Yeah.
The Opper just falls away. You see that solo op so often. Electronic in the corner, that's a fantastic setup. And now they're gonna press into the remnants of sAw. Opper up close. Hobbit, I swear, has yet to miss a shot. A single bullet has not missed from that AWP this game.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been good. It's been very good. And it's not, it started with the scout as well, the 2 headshots with the scout, so okay.
You could tell from the get-go
that
the scope is sharp tonight. And this gun round will fall flat. Story surrounded, dealt with, and the 6-4 lead posted.
But sometimes that means it's good to have additional support. And they're really, really in good chemistry together. Here is another double up inside of Mini.
Trade's great from Boomich. Doesn't end up getting the double. Opera's preoccupied. Perfecto, again, these inner trades have been really efficient for sAw, but usually they come out in the 2v3, not this man advantage state.
Yeah.
Axile getting active in lobby. It'll boil down to this timing versus MUTiRiS. He's waiting for it to come back. And remember, Hobbit saw that silo player, so he's on high alert, but it's a clean shot from the T side and a 5th round win queued up unless Hobbit can throw the clutch out.
If Zywoo can do it, he even rarely opts himself.
Hobbit can't see a damn thing. Solar flares from the site, smokes himself out.
Hell yeah.
It's desperate. It's dual Berettas versus 3, and plucked from the sky. A 5th round out of sAw. That last round on the half, they just crank the dial, hit the A site one more time with aggression. This has been Roman and MUTiRiS with the big moments, and MUTiRiS doing his job. It's a train towards the ramp room. MUTiRiS can't quite connect the headshot, and he's the first casualty of the pistol. Target set to the B site. Rotation down through vent. And they are scrambling to try and hold back some control here. We're gonna get a big fight queued up on double. Berettas look away. No trade at all. The site player comes back to join them. This is numbers inside of the site, and what's left of sAw has to go and save.
Yeah, Cloud9. This bomb's about to pop.
Axile's on the chase. That'll cost him. They go Molotovs and smoke into A instead because those ramp players would have to rotate out from heaven. It's Roman and it's arrozdoce, and the Deagles don't connect right away. MUTiRiS starts to get active with that FAMAS. Still Cloud9 making their move forward, and at the same time dealing with the flanks that come out, right? Corralling them from lobby into hut. It is excellent. They had options open. They sized up sAw, and when they felt that resistance, they headed elsewhere with no hesitation, right? I think that's key. Get into A before the flank comes out. Beautiful conversion from Cloud9.
The lack of utility is unbelievable. They don't have a single smoke to stop this. No mollies.
Nothing. It's gonna have to be clean shots from Roman. First one's great. And then the next T doesn't see him. He did a great job of keeping his head down, gives himself another chance, and Roman's coming up with big numbers.
Roman's one entry right there, so that's it. I mean, denial of entry.
He's looking for more.
He's not done yet.
Clean with it. 3 kills from the rafters off of Roman. They're rewarded for it. Popping the smoke open with a whole pack of Ts, but not actually seeing anybody until Electronic steps in. Little jump spot over top. You definitely see them now. You do.
That's 3. That's indisputable information, right? They have to. It's Cloud9 who have to try to trick them again, but
ooh, nice shot. Boomich and Hobbit making sure that they deal with that one peek. And the question is, did he need to peek, right? You had Heaven, he could have stayed hell. Nice pressure out from window, but the trade frags from Boomich, that's 2 kills for him this round. Perfecto's between them, and he looks the wrong way at the wrong time. Suddenly that main opening that felt like their route in is that much rougher of an approach. And with 25 seconds, do they burn time climbing into heaven? Or do they try to brute force their way through main as 2?
Yeah, they're waiting for it. This will be very difficult versus this crossfire. They might know where the CTs are, but...
It's good positioning again. It's not the Rafters player, but MUTiRiS behind the vent. He gets the trade frag back, and he cleans them both off of the A floor.
That would have
It's
been
the experienced pieces of sAw succeeding.
Yeah.
Everybody's succeeding for Cloud9 for now. MUTiRiS back at it. Dead. Fast entry out of Electronic. No smoke wall up. A set of eyes on the op from heaven, but as he falls down, that means no shot out of the op, which means Electronic's given a chance to fall right back behind red.
No, they're desperately looking.
But it's Story's AWP. First one's free. The follow-through not quite there, but they do have a player in the close corner, and a missed shot from Story lets that second member start to charge him down. Nice shot onto Axile, wounding him. As the pressure towards ramp draws the Heaven player back, and this redirection towards A is looking likely.
Yeah.
It is Roman on the CT vent. Electronic his counterpart. Heaven support still nearby, and you've got the anchor back sight. Then you deal with the main player before the squeaky hit comes out. This one's starting to fall apart for Cloud9. They've got Roman pinned in the corner. They're holding him in here, and he tears him apart. There's a team kill in the middle off the pistol, but saw the perfect positioning.
And all the way up until the very end, it looked grim until they won this retake and then won 3 straight, I think, and showed that they were still in it. Oh, and man, talking about still in it, and talking about still being himself. Here's Story.
Yes, sir. Not shooting like an Opper who is currently 8-13.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
That pressure in the ramp last round he held on to, but a nice slip down from Electronic, and then instantly ejects back through the smoke. A valuable 4v4. Contact from MUTiRiS confirming multiple bodies on ramp. Woo! Nice headshot onto Axile. Then he's got them pinned, but they stick around. Trade frag's good. arrozdoce, a double.
They just...
And down to Electronic as what felt like the opening to the round also has to be the closer.
You can see it right there. They don't even comment to each other, right? They actually just believe in the push.
Rounds, I'm sat here telling you that it always feels like Cloud9 are nicely tethered. There's always a second layer. Same can be said for sAw throughout this game. Even on their T side, when they managed to get into that A site right, it was this constant trade train that left them almost there.
They can't have it all. Rent's too damn high.
Yeah.
They've got the lobby, they've got upper. Uh-oh.
Timing. He tries to chase it, and he'll get it. Not the first.
That's the solo upper guy. I mean,
not
even
the first 5v4 he's gotten in from main.
They're going to be scared about scaling into this too quickly. Okay, arrozdoce comes back after pulling out from lobby.
The spot sucks.
Yeah, it does. And Electronic will get exposed. He didn't feel like he could cross it all. They didn't know necessarily that someone had pushed into Squeaky, or stayed there, I should say.
Axile in this middle of the smoke. This would be another 4v5 put out from sAw. Would be.
Oh,
as the 3-player hit goes down lower.
Nice.
Perfecto, he's going to win the lurk fight inside of lobby. And with 50 seconds, options open for Cloud9. They could go back up the vent. You've dealt with a couple A players.
That's the right move. Perfecto's still in the lobby.
Are they going to follow through? Seeming likely now. Opper up in heaven, the last line of defense. Story missed shot ×2. And as he repeats, he hits a killer headshot. 2 absent hits into the one they need. The slip up from vent to get it going. Axile now pinned behind the corner.
No.
And Story's AWP won't stop. It's a double drop out from heaven. It's Perfecto into the clutch with a critical first kill. And the 1v1 unfolds to the favor of sAw. 12th round confirmed.
Oh man, and MUTiRiS by a hair. Heller Perfecto was just about to get away from that with information that he was heaven. Could have played to delay. Now the bomb was planted backside.
This is uncharted territory for Cloud9, and Electronic wins the lurk fight in lobby as Perfecto did last round. Can they reclaim this 4v5 into the Opper? Electronic gets dropped. Do they see that as a ticket to heaven?
They were going to go back upstairs right there with Electronic. Now they're thinking about lower, but 25 seconds.
And
they've got
stacked.
to move. We need Axile smoke to land in the perfect spot. There is no way they're going to get down here scot-free.
It's going to take something good, but MUTiRiS, he walks in. He doesn't prepare for that pack of players to be on the precipice of sight. And MUTiRiS, you've got 10 seconds to hold off this bomb site. They're going to go for the plant. And Cloud9, by the skin of their teeth, will put that bomb down. Another retake demanded of sAw. They want to close this out here. But with T's on site, it's a tough spot for Story. Separated from arrozdoce. A comfortable position for Axile on the rafter, and no clear route in for the retake. MUTiRiS trying to figure out the timing, but he's allowed Story to get close. Missed shot, and that one's going to be costly. No holds from the retake. They lose their grip. 2 entry paths queued up for Cloud9's B hit. Door swings, Opper going wide for it. Molotov lands on top of him. Now suddenly Story's uncomfortable.
That's the upper lurk.
His backside player is going to try to push Decon. MUTiRiS is hot on the heels of MUTiRiS as he departs. Hobbit could keep these players locked into the bomb site, and Electronic gets up into heaven. How does MUTiRiS get back upstairs? He's got to win this fight against Hobbit, but timing is a fickle mistress. And MUTiRiS inside of the hut. He's hanging on for dear life, down to 15 seconds, down to the 2v4. And that bomb plant, it's a fake first. It gets him to bite, and Cloud9 chew through these last 2 rounds, finding a door to overtime.
Oh yeah, and that's when the pressure's mounted too much. Cloud9 created the most complicated spider web of players across the map. Perfecto wins his lurk duel upstairs, gets removed as an option, and Cloud9 can risk becoming obvious. A kill comes down, Molly to deny secret. They have to go upper now.
Got 2 players leaning into the site. Story looking for his second of the round as that deep lobby shot connected. Cloud9 starting to fall victim to the clock. The hut player looks for his angle, but he goes down empty-handed. And now Story's looking for something big, but that close player clears sight. Excellence from MUTiRiS and Perfecto. It's a desperate vent dive. It's a bomb drop. It's a second repeat from Squeaky, and it falls on Roman to get these last 2 down.
8 seconds.
They've planted on the opposite side of the bomb site. MUTiRiS keeps his head down, but that nade has his name on it. And now Roman's in with the heaven retake, kicked off with the first. It's a repeat clutch attempt from Perfecto. This time, he doesn't fall away, but this time, the bomb is on his side of sight.
Playing in the smoke.
It's temporary, but it's also so tantalizing. Roman thinking he can go towards Squeaky Falls, and Perfecto enacts revenge.
Woo! It's got to be picked up, and you know, that's not making it downstairs at the moment. So this lure kill, oh my god, Electronic shoots at Ghosts.
MUTiRiS locked in though, he can't get back to the site. Beautiful headshot. 10 seconds, they are playing with fire, and Cloud9 burnt to a crisp.
Okay.
Oh, but there it goes.
Oh my god, he's having the opportunity to flank perfectly.
This is massive. They're making a ton of sound.
Yeah, there's going to be a third person.
And that third person doesn't have a gun out. Axile trying to catch up to the 2 front runners who are a hell of a distance ahead of the pack. They never committed to the B site with it. This time, Cloud9, sensing that maybe they're on the back foot, just decide to put that bomb down, let those lurkers upper try their thing. And MUTiRiS, well, there's a double headshot. Holding off in Heisenberg. Next player at bat, gets the trade frag back. Story falling to Hobbit, but now these upper players have to get downstairs. Luckily for Cloud9, Electronic's gone forward, clearing the diffuser. MUTiRiS not able to hang on, and it's C9 with 2 in the overtime T side.
Oh man, I don't know.
Regardless, glaringly obvious issue for sAw in the last round of OT. Now their T side, which they also struggled with. Forget not that the defense from Cloud9 was solid with the rifles, and they've got them working already. MUTiRiS gonna stuff Roman on the approach. It's a wrap back around sight. They lose track of Perfecto, but they find him, and it's MUTiRiS to post the double kill as he gets back into main. Axile pressure out from heaven, looking for his fight. He'll waste no time as he dives back sight. The trade comes out, but it goes right back into the hands of sAw, thanks to Story.
Is the bomb
grabbed? Hobbit trying to get this one unraveled, trying to make them force their move.
Both known.
Story now turning back towards hut. This close box spot needs to be clear. Time is of the essence, and this retake is gonna find nothing. A rock solid hold from sAw to lock in the tied 14.
And it starts out 4v5.
Little chip damage thanks to the nade, but here they come. A whole pack of sAw players ready to exchange, and he goes in. He swings for it, taking MUTiRiS off the round. But the trades go to the favor of sAw. A fight down in sight. Electronic extends into the open. What? Gets the second. And to equalize this back to a 2v2, arrozdoce locked in, and Electronic can't finish off his food, but look what's left. Tidbits of HP for sAw.
Oh my god.
A back slam denied! arrozdoce turns. He's thinking about back garage, but it's really Hobbit in the close corner. Zeus and Hut. Huge moment for that Zeus to come alive, and he nails it! Perfecto electrifying the A site. MUTiRiS tries to dive to his teammate, and Electronic, he's got it! Perfecto! Perfecto into the AK thanks to the taser, and Cloud9 just gotta drop this opper. 10 seconds, Story in the clutch, surrounded in what feels like an impossible spot. He tries to keep it alive, but that $200 Zeus. Fast one. Pressure out, smoke gets popped. Roman, he wants the entry. Nicely done to crack it open. Sure enough, the hot player comes out as well, and Cloud9 will be given no respite, no chance to breathe, no chance to catch their breath. Oh, shoot.
Oh! All three from sAw die.
Okay.
Which maybe creates an opportunity after another round loss. I don't think so, though.
Honestly, dwindling utility for the T's, but around the smoke, they'll go down secret unspotted.
Yeah,
but they all have to do the same thing, and they don't.
What a shot!
Story takes a slightly different route, and Hobbit clips him on the cross.
That's a big mistake out of Story. I mean, as an opper, you'd think that's the fight you want, but he wasn't using it.
MUTiRiS, we've already seen multi-kill potential from this exact same angle. Or at least it was a little wider last time. Now he's tucked right on door. Slight variation, but demanding the same result. Two players coming at him for the trade, and he gets the first one. The half damage on MUTiRiS is big, but there's no second CT in sight. Luckily for Cloud9, they do find that upper hit, and then Roman is given a gift. Axile coming out before there's any trade potential. Still man advantage, still Hobbit hitting op shots, but it's also Roman over towards Secret with a real chance at that second kill. He's got the picture figured out. They have him pinned towards control, and with windows closed, that cross found out in the open. And as he turns it back down towards double doors, Perfecto instantly into the site. He's been trying to win clutches all night, and they've gone both ways, but he's got the cover, and he's sticking the defuse. A 5-second stick down to the wire, the peak not on time, and Perfecto brings one back.
Oh, he stretched those cords out as far as he possibly could. As one of the two veterans on the team at the top of the board.
Oh, here we go.
What a welcome sight.
Nice, a new direction, and another common problem. The A site crumbles.
Excuse me? Basically unstoppable.
Axile forced into this desperate situation. 4 sets of eyes glaring up at him. He's not even trying to win it.
Yeah.
You literally have no time for the defuse. A wet fart of a retake. sAw takes 17.
Yeah, okay.
Now, in total contrast to what sAw just threw out in this T side, man, we've had some real slow burns for Cloud9's offense, but this forward spot gets punished. It's both the ramp players dead. It is a 5v3 in the opening round of their second OT. I mean, Cloud9, this feels like a God-given gift. But it could all be taken back.
Yeah, right.
If Electronic wasn't that sharp, jumping in over the control panel, Cloud9 pushing the right buttons this time, and we're tied at 17.
Yeah, they were on the Fury road. Believing in them the most, which is that, you know, we are really respecting sAw as a team that aren't scared of anybody. And even when they're down, they still play like themselves. Much easier said than done.
Hanging on. They know money could become a problem.
I don't know if they will this time. It looks like a good timing inside the lobby.
Just waiting for this angle. Doesn't get the kill. Great amount of damage, but it's simultaneous pressure. MUTiRiS, the lurk out through the smoke is caught. Another player is going to have to pick up that bomb and put it down. Will they cover off Roman? Yes, cover fire through, connects.
Oh my God.
And with that, it falls into the 2v4, but think about all the damage.
Set up. Or you've got MUTiRiS in this peephole. He's got the angle he wants. He has enough time for the spray, but can't get the kill, and is not ready at all for somebody to be coming out of control. And now around where it looks like they should have just gone for the retake.
And there's not just one solo lurk outer play. There are 4 players coming at him. And as he looks to strike, he misses his chance. Sure, it's damage, and Story not able to capitalize. Hobbit survives it. It's arrozdoce to come out from main. The bomb delivered on his feet, and he delivers himself.
Yo, we're gonna run it back, aren't we?
A second kill off main, low HP to Hobbit because of that initial position from top garage.
What can Perfecto do?
It's been such a contributing factor to Cloud9's success. Any of these players make a step, Perfecto's gonna hone in on him. Oh, he gets his chance. He gets his kill. It costs him half his health.
Do we have a molly? No molly for opposite vents. The peak comes out. Roman dies!
No! Perfecto getting a second, and then suddenly MUTiRiS, he can't catch Hobbit. He's got a clean cross and a smoke in main to put this bomb down. Again and again, it comes down to timing. They squeeze them, and saw's knees buckle in these moments. But here's the retake coming in. All that early damage done.
And he thinks it's a planter.
Hobbit got off sight. He's crossed over. The shot's missed. MUTiRiS got 40 health.
The bomb is planted, front sight.
And now as he gets on top of it, he's going to tap it, and he's going to clear out this hut. It is Hobbit to have crossed back, seeing that it's not there. He knows exactly what is up. The knife is out, and sAw go down. Cloud9 in the second OT will close.
Oh my God, after that.
Smoke in front of it, just when they're about to go, just when they're about to commit with the flashbang, they get smoked off from main, but that's not going to deter them. In they'll go, and MUTiRiS able to find himself a kill, but those Berettas shredding his teammates, and then the counter-terrorists press out to perfection. It is Boomich in with the double, and it's a CT pistol win to Cloud9.
So the job is just on him.
Which feels bizarre, because changing roles, okay, not the first player to fall off.
But right now, it seems like it's getting a bit better.
Whoa. Total ramp rush.
Oh my God, it works.
MUTiRiS not even ready, has no teammate to try and hold that back. Yo, Cloud9 coming out with confidence.
Yeah, and they've got a completely...
Ruined my day.
Luckily, you have ecstatic.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
We all do. Us Danes. Not going to happen here. I think just the confidence of some of the pace. These last two rounds, right? Two players out A main. Screw your Glocks. Go down. The triple bridge rush. Like, we could genuinely watch Cloud9 start to just pound their chest with confidence in this second map of the series. As they should. Right, we talk about the experience of MUTiRiS and of Roman,
That's what's beautiful. I mean, that's such good use of the smoke to create a new angle.
So long to get their first major chance, right? They haven't had to deal with this kind of pressure. And this squeeze, you better hope you die before the time, boss man. Uh-oh. Ooh, did he get it?
Actually, don't know. They should have bought him a gift, you know?
Oh! Wow, that's gonna wipe the smile right off Boomich's face.
Sweet, sweet rice, baby.
What a deagle shot. We haven't had one of those crazy deags throughout this series. Every round's been more or less par for the course. Knocking on the door. Hold on, Electronic better be ready. Axile looking to recover here. He gets his 2 kills, but this is 3 openings. Guns grab, and that deagle shot.
They're trying to zone him right now. Sets up Hobbit potentially for a spray down. They're playing it up close. Does Perfecto know about it?
Smoke still in front of Hobbit. He can't quite come through. He's going to need to reload. He's going to need to go grab that kid. He's got to concede this sAw off of the dig from downtown.
Yeah.
And oh, nice balancing game. That was cool. Tara's given a good chance, but then the molly lands right in front of him. The counter utility has been well timed, but MUTiRiS through the smoke. And then Perfecto goes down. Will they think about the third? Yes, he has to reveal himself. Electronic just dogpiled by the pressure out of sAw, and then Axile gets stuffed too, and this one is convincing.
It doesn't stop after the anti-eco. A very nice exact. I think they got a... I mean, I don't know how that first kill went down. It was through the smoke on the entry.
Looks like he just spammed plat.
Yeah.
Sorry, Boomich, you're done.
Yeah. Where are those stairs supposed to go anyway? You know what I mean?
I'm not too sure. T's pressuring both halves of the A site. Again, we're just getting little jiggles. This time, it's arrozdoce to catch Axile stuffed over towards long. That's 1 player down on A, 2 more inside it, and the mid-push from MUTiRiS through smoke.
They're being so duplicitous about their approach here, and it's very hard for Cloud9 to read, and they're low on players. Here they are coming in from all sides.
Dude, Perfecto's getting swarmed, right? This is a trident of an attack. All 3 entry points being challenged with layers on all sides. Nice trade from Dark, nice push from MUTiRiS, and this is a wonderful round out of sAw.
We could say that this is a bit of them with the way that Cloud9 approached T-side nuke to slow down, take map control.
arrozdoce gets the kill towards long. That mid setup that felt like multiple players going forward into A ends up being 1 for Temple plus the bridge fallback, which ends up being instrumental to clear out Perfecto on the trade. It's back-to-back rounds where it's vacant. arrozdoce. Oh, nice headshot.
Oh my god, that was like an Axile-like kill.
And like, he just made sound, so Axile's thinking he's coming out with a little confidence in it. And it is an instant headshot on the approach into the flashbang follow-up. Look at the presence he shows on his own.
It's terrifying.
Cloud9 shaking in their little boots. MUTiRiS with the op-up behind pillar. Pressure from two sides of the B site, but a punished shoulder peek versus Roman gets us back to the even keel.
And MUTiRiS can no longer peek out. Story watching the other side.
Nice.
Ooh.
To the passive hold on the jump up. MUTiRiS still putting up numbers. arrozdoce does get electronic and then finally falls. MUTiRiS is doing the work on this other half of the map, gotta say. Great round from his op. Story, his counterparts, still gonna just try to best him head to head because there's a delay in the support for MUTiRiS here, and Story knows it. He's got him pinned behind the pillar, and MUTiRiS with a much needed multi-kill, 4 frags on the round.
Yeah, zero fear. You can see him getting loud. Having to smoke yourself out and not having anyone in spawn for the rotation makes this terrifying.
I mean, Hobbit's got to pick up the slack with an MP9. Yeah, no chance. MUTiRiS right in with the headshot.
That's actually a crazy thing for Hobbit to do. We have cameras smoked.
They flash out. They try to retake, but there's lots of bodies here. Axile, he gets the 2 he needs to get out. It's not all the kills he could have had, but it's the kills he needs to survive.
Yeah, that's the Axe factor. That's
a delayed flank all the way around from long. Perfecto, if he has to walk this whole entire thing, that bomb's going to be ticking quick. Opper tries to get the ball rolling here. MUTiRiS trying to chase down frags, but it's total control. Beautiful response from sAw. You know, we see Cloud9 throw something out. They throw the spanner in the works in mid. Doesn't matter. sAw, excuse me, have the fallback. A half that started out so strong has fallen out of Cloud9's hands. They go
he
for
stayed front volley.
Bridge cross. Nicely positioned, but not working with the best tools. Hobbit is, right? That M4 out of the gate. That is only his 2nd kill this half, however. And it is another instance where the protocols for sAw are in place. Something starts to go south. They redirect. The great migration of sAw's Anubis leads them into the A site. No contest there whatsoever, but this round still has something going for it.
Yeah, this is actually a retakeable spot. I don't know if they know
They've
where
got a kit.
MUTiRiS is coming in from, but
2
they have
smokes.
a kit, and they clearly have the intention.
First smoke, does he hold it? I mean, they could go 1 on the bomb and 1 for long as well. Plus with the water player, honestly, if they dive this bomb site, it's going to come down to Story hitting this flashbang to set up the fountain player, but still, they could throw that smoke on top of the bomb and just try to stick this. They've got to get on top of it sooner than later.
They know the flash came from.
They've cleared this out. They've got the additional smoke, but it's just on the wrong side. It's not far enough. He's sticking it, and the pistol's going to kill him. The smoke just comes up shy.
Yeah. arrozdoce has looked very confident here.
He's got a collection of moments towards this A site to be proud of in the half. Ooh, missed timing though. A little awkward, but the recovery. Perfecto, does he take the chance? 5-7, great
the
support.
flash. Oh, it's perfect.
Axile chucks one out. Hobbit tries to get aggressive, deals damage, but still dies. And that's going to leave them 1 kill away from evening this out at 2. But that low health, right? You think Hobbit's damage is enough. Sure enough, walks right into the patient op of MUTiRiS. And it looks like at the very tail end of this CT side, Cloud9 could put up what we can argue is a par for the course CT side. 5 rounds for the defense to try and work on their map pick. Flashbang to try and unravel this A setup. Over the top it goes. Player in the corner. Kept alive by not 1, but 2 more teammates back there. And Perfecto, you've got 4 bullets for that repeat.
Oh, he sees 3 here. They're going to definitely go to the other side of the map. And Perfecto, I think he's just trying to humor them at the moment.
But the other players aren't moving very quick.
That's the thing. The CTs are just sticking around, so I think he's happy to see this. They finally jump out and kill him.
At the same time, sAw conceding the opposite side. MUTiRiS, he gets caught over. This would have to be the 2v5 in the pistol. Hobbit wants to fight towards Cave. Bomb planter comes up with a Glock. This is a huge recovery.
Oh.
It's massive! Electronic stuffs the dark play, and you see what that means.
Yeah, that's it.
arrozdoce Given a chance here, but oh man,
Well.
stuff. Down goes one of the guns, right? That FAMAS not given a chance to connect.
That's
and
revenge.
Considering some of the impact he had back on that first half, he is only 8 and 11. But he did dominate at times, that A site.
Yeah, I mean, him and Axel went toe-to-toe, and I think that you saw Axel play well, but he's only out here 9 and 8, you know? I think they just both in form.
Good
really
fight.
Tough competition for each other, yeah.
Both battered, both bruised.
Ooh,
And
bomb's not down yet.
Both teams alive in this one. We saw a hiccup from Cloud9 in the first half early. There's an attempt out of sAw that was meant to catch Cloud9 on an off timing, but they were ready for it. They chopped down 2 of the 3 remaining players, and that'll be Roman to cut his losses and retreat with the M4. C9, 9-7.
Yeah, right there. They kept it light. 2 rounds, and potentially staring at a 2-0. It's a massive amount of information exchanged, but it's the CTs that are left with less, right? Because they don't get the opening, and they tried an aggressive play now on one extremity. Took a peek on bridge. Flash comes into dark. Beautiful flash at that. Nearly 2 with 1 spray, but Roman blind at least trades back Hobbit.
Story can't miss again. 2 players here.
Uh-oh.
Shot does connect. Perfecto just took that to the leg, but the second defender, arrozdoce down beneath. Perfect. And as Electronic tries to play with nades, the rifle's gonna capitalize. He's the one-man army over towards the A site. Onto bricks, he'll fall. Axile given a glorious chance to clutch. The camera player's gonna creep out on him, but that bomb's gonna go down. His rifle's up, and still he'll get blindsided. Somebody had to stand tall, and arrozdoce does it.
He was the tallest, absolutely. Going to create a formidable defense.
It's another nade off the mark, but this one's been cranked down to the final 30 seconds, and they flood out the dark players. Perfect fire. That burns them back, softens them up, and makes MUTiRiS' job so easy. Boomich with the return frag, but Roman wins his duel, and then a second out of Boomich.
He gets baited.
The Ops coming alive, 15 to the clock. They fall back, and Story holds this off. Boomich is the only player to get anything going this round.
Yeah, now he's got to get away. As you mentioned, it's that late Molotov.
No fallback. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Boomich is locked in, and time's about to expire.
Yeah.
He's lucky he goes down first.
He's honestly better off just even not getting that kill, I think. And the CTs are always trying to guess whether or not it's a bluff. That's the whole reason you hold and wait for as long as possible. And with dropping grenades, it becomes very hard to count. Oh my god, and Boomich continues on.
All right.
Somehow into another op after losing that. I think he saved a little more money than they expected. That's a perfect way for him to stage the round. This is a fight for 10th.
sAw thinking this was a perfect moment to go back for one of those early prods, but look at that A site, completely evacuated. And the consistency of the 2-player A setup is not going to be felt when they round this corner. And that could very well just turn into this quick train of players from Cloud9 swarming into a bomb site that's certainly understaffed. arrozdoce comes in!
What?
A second! And then that coverage out of Boomich. He is going big. The op impact was felt by Hobbit on Nuke, and now Boomich is hitting his shots here on Anubis.
He's doing a fantastic job. 19 and 8. 19 and 8 for Boomich.
The one time there's not some kind of forward setup, at the very least, a fountain player. Addition, right? This slow creep out through mid. You've got these camera players so fixated over towards long. This is perfection. It's a little labored on the shot, but MUTiRiS turns his back, and that one's going to be costly. They just cleared out the heavens. Cloud9 add a new layer, a new flavor, a slight twist, but it breaks their arm. sAw cannot hang on to that A site any longer.
That's incredible. What a call, man. That's Boomich 20 and 8, and if that was his idea, man, a star player and an IGL, that is conditioning 101 right there. It's the site they were worried about. It's the vacant site that sAw thought that they wouldn't be audacious enough to go back to. And then it's a second layer with the lurk into bridge, where sAw have not done anything aggressive.
Yes, sir. One of the consistent success stories of Cloud9 within this match has been these slow crawls, these squeezes that get sAw shaking and unfortunately stepping into their own demise. Like lambs to the slaughter, they have led sAw away from this site. Their chance to go 3-0 in Copenhagen slipping from their hands as we have all of C9 inside of this bomb site. Another late round execute that comes with no announcement. but with conviction nonetheless. And Boomich's AWP has looked ferocious on this second map. Unfortunately for arrozdoce, he did great on that T side, but it is undeniably Cloud9 moving on to the elimination stage and not dropping one match.